Hello, Scorpio. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and welcome to my channel. This is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for February 21st through the 27th. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Just a reminder, Scorpio, these are general readings, not one-on-one readings. Some information may not resonate with you. So let's get into your reading. First card, Major Arcana card, the Tower. Wow. Next, Seven of Wheels. Four of Wheels. And the Five of Wands. All right, Scorpio. The energy and messages coming in this week, Scorpio, are one of about assumptions and things that you are assumed are going to come into question. So assumptions, things that you've taken for granted are going to be like going up in smoke. It's going to be an indication here this week. Something might be taking place where you're going to have to think in brand new ways to go forward. So there could be an event, something that's happening this week, good or bad, that is going to push you in a different direction. Definitely something's going to shake up your life. It's going to force you to primarily think in new ways. Kind of an indication here, some drastic change coming in. So with that being said, let's take a look at your cards. And your first card is the strongest energy coming through. The Major Arcana card, the Tower. This is the energy of things that you assumed are going to be thrown into question. Could be things that are ending, dissolving. This could be some kind of event that takes place or some kind of news or something where something that you always counted on is no longer there or available. Now, this number 16 of the Tower card reduces to 7. This is first really trusting in your intuition this week, Scorpio. It's going to guide you. And second, the number 7 represents challenges, obstacles, things that are thrown in your way that you don't have any control over. The only thing you do have control over is how you respond to it. So sudden change, maybe something that you assumed would be there, that might be changing as well. So let's pull a clarifying card for this Tower energy. See what else comes up. Six of Cups. First thing that's coming through to me with this Six of Cups, remembering the past, your nostalgia, how you remembered things, memories. And so many people today want things to return, as they say, back to normal. They're wanting things to go back to how things were. And with all the planetary alignment happening, they're going to be more things like what's on the Tower card. Dissolving, going away, ending, crumbling, no longer existing. So there won't be going back to how things were, because this is a time right now of expansion and transformation and forming something new, something better for the future. And sometimes the institutions, government, things that have been in place for a long time are sacrificed. Interesting for this Tower card, because the fire here is encompassing the whole structure. Usually the Tower card is just like lightning hitting the very top. But this Tower card is indicating that something that you took for granted that would always be there is not so. So with this number 6 energy, this numerology with this 6 of Cups, it's kind of throwing you off balance. Next, 7 of Wheels, better known as the 7 of Pentacles. This is an indication here, something that you've been working on or working towards, Scorpio. Maybe like a project, or maybe saving for something, or going to school to get a degree. Something that you've really been working hard at. Could be the job that you do every day at work. This 7 of Pentacles is a time of assessment, review. And that could be because of your Tower card in your reading. It's taking a look at what you're like focused on, or what you were assuming was going to happen. And maybe like time for reevaluation. This is possibly a very slow moving kind of energy here, being uncertain, having to have a lot of patience with the 7 of Wheels, kind of reevaluating if you're still on the right track. And if things aren't working out the way you want them to, you need to look at what you need to change at this time. Again, it's somehow connected to the Tower, this energy. It's a general reading, not a one-on-one. So the Tower can represent many different things. Radical change that affects you in some way. Something that you took for granted, Scorpio, not going to be there. That could be jobs, people, institutions, banks, could be pretty much anything. But the 7 of Wheels is actually Taurus's card in energy. So it might have something that affects your finances, something that you've been working on or working towards. And this card here is ruled by Saturn, which represents time. So it's kind of like there's a timing element here, like time is of the essence. You don't have all the time in the world towards whatever it is you're working on or working towards. And again, it's at number 7, energy. So things that happen to you, you have no control over the obstacles that are put in your way. So let's pull a clarifying card for this 7 of Wheels, this 7 of Pentacles card here. See if we get any further information. The 7 of Wands. Well, that's good news. The wand energy is an indication, this card's indicating you're in a better position, a position of advantage. You're in a better place than you think you are. So an indication to keep going, you're on the right track. Something might be slowing you down or causing you delay because of this Tower card. Maybe having to go in another direction, maybe alter how you were thinking about something. But the 7 of Wands is clarifying you're up against some situations, but you're going to be able to handle it. So I like that clarifying card for that. Next, the 4 of Wheels. This is a card of keeping things solid in place. Everything that you've known, you've built for. It's represents security, stability. It's having that control, protecting what you have. So very important to you, Scorpio, that you have what I'm picking up is like a game plan. You're being very cautious, saving your money. Don't want to chance anything. So that's certainly coming about because of the Tower energy. There might be something, again, what you took for granted showing up this week that's not going to be there. And for some of you, that could be a job. That could be what you know is steady money coming in. You're dealing with the Pentacles energy here. So it's got something to do with finances. So something's changing up or maybe being eliminated. Maybe a benefit that you were enjoying or counting on, not going to be there now. So definitely, let's pull a clarifying card for, hold on a second. For the Four of Wheels. Okay, here we go. Ten of Swords. Well, whatever is coming in this week, Ten of Swords is saying that that's the worst of it. You see the light coming up in the background? So with that 10 energy, something's coming to an end. Directly ties into the Tower energy, and you're trying to just keep everything in place, safe and sound, secure, protected. But this Ten of Swords is indicating this is the worst it's going to get, and tomorrow's a new day. So maybe not as bad as you might be thinking as you're listening to this reading. Now, last card here, Five of Wands. It's kind of your overall energy in regards to your tarot cards here. Five of Wands is a card of competing with something. So for some of you, it could be investments, could be your 401k, could be where you have your money situated. It could be competition coming in and changing things up. It could be like, an example would be like someone buying the company you work for and downsizing, and you might lose your position. Something of that nature, because you counted on, of course, having your job, that income coming in. Now, the Five of Wands is a card of conflict, problems to solve. So this is kind of your overall energy this week. So it's a card of brainstorming, coming up with solutions. It's also a card of really like hanging on to an old way of thinking just for the sake of it, which isn't going to work out well for you, Scorpio. There's like new energy swirling around coming in, something that you're going to have to like roll with. This is where I feel that it's not as bad as it appears or sounds, but it could be. This is kind of a card where you have the power to make a mountain out of a molehill. This Five energy likes to shake things up, likes to change habits, your way of thinking. It does this to put you on a new path for personal growth. So how you respond to what happens this week determines, is it going to be a mountain or is it going to be a molehill, so to speak? Now, your numerology for your 3 tarot cards here is number 27, which reduces to 9. 9's an energy of review, assessment. That's what your Seven of Wheels card is all about. Something that you've been working on or working towards. There's going to have to be some kind of reassessment, maybe to achieve the same goal that you had in mind. So it's kind of like a new game plan or a deviation from the original game plan. Again, you can make it more than it needs to be or kind of keep it simple. Remember, this card's telling you you're in a better position than you think you are. And you've got all these wands below. That's what this energy is here. Represents you're standing alone, but you're in a higher position. You've got the advantage. So let's take a look at your oracle cards. Your crystal for the week is emerald. Fortune for the week, kite. And your direction for the week ahead, encouragement. Let's go back to your crystal for the week, which is emerald. And the card is indicating ceremonies, celebrations, time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries. Well, that could have something to do with the Tower card. Maybe unexpected expenses due to some kind of ceremony or celebration. Maybe a child deciding to go off to college and having to come up with the funds to do so. Could be like an expensive wedding or anniversary. It's an energy here of like getting together with a group. Could be also in regards to something in the workplace where maybe somebody's retiring. Maybe somebody in a leadership type position, which would be like the kind of Tower energy. Somebody that's been at the helm for some time, and now what's going to happen with the company? But as far as the emerald crystal card goes, it's like a celebration of this transformation, which in that circumstance, there might be openings where people get bumped into different positions. Something that's quite unexpected, shakes things up, but in a good way. The Tower card's not always negative, but it does promote a lot of like sudden chaos and change, and things that you depended on or thought were set in stone can then be up for grabs. So think of it that way, Scorpio. Your fortune for the week, kite, simply says vacation. Now, this kite here is like in the shape of a goldfish, and the goldfish symbolizes an increase in material wealth. And possibly for some of you, possibly spiritual growth. But this might have something to do with maybe a position with the company. You might lose one job, but then you go to another job and get a higher position within that company. Could be somebody retiring and an unexpected position opens up. But the card's saying vacation. For some of you, there's an indication here you need a much needed change of like your day-to-day. You need a break from your day-to-day activities to kind of shake things up. It's the same as the Tower energy, to shake things up. So for some of you, it's simply take a break. Take a vacation. Now your direction for the week ahead is this adorable encouragement card. That's so sweet. Which is simply Spirit's way of giving you a nudge in the right direction. Kind of an indication here with this card about stepping into power. So very much could be like an unexpected Tower moment of somebody retiring or something happening where a position opens up. And the encouragement card is somebody wanting you to go into that position. It's an indication of new energy coming in for you, Scorpio, and definitely trying to push you in a certain direction. This card is absolutely an indication to keep going because you're on the right path. So very interesting cards and messages coming through. It is a general reading, not one-on-one. So I did try to present everything as I was seeing possibly happening. And with this Tower card, keep in mind, it's something that you took for granted and you thought was always going to be there. And in the case of maybe, let's say, somebody in charge of the company, you think of them always staying in that position. And that could be a simple way of something that you counted on changing up, which could actually open up doors that were completely unexpected to you. So Scorpio, that was your messages and guidance from Spirit from the cards that you received this week. I do hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. For a private tarot card reading one-on-one, the links are listed below. Love and abundance to my Scorpio family.